What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video, welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. Today is going to be August the 6th, it's Saturday, the start of a brand new weekend. And we have got a decent amount to cover, but the main thing today is the fact we're officially 1 week away from the Premier League starting back up again. Absolutely buzzing for that, I cannot wait, the start of the season just 1 week away like I said guys. So before you get any further, as always, if you can smash 1,000 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, in the comments below, let me your thoughts on today's rumours, there are rumours I should do in the next episode. And because it is the start of the weekend guys, we've got the weekend challenge by trying to smash 1,000 likes before 12 PM UK time or 4 hours after the video goes live. Let's see if we can do that. And finally, if you missed yesterday's video, it's down below in that description box guys. 8 AM is transfers and after 9 PM is the second video of the day. But now let's get into the transfers, and first up we've got the confirmed deals, and the very first one is going to Scott Allen going to Rotherham from Celtic on a loan deal. I believe it went through the other day, but I'm pretty sure I forgot to put in yesterday's video, so apologies about that. Then we go on to Beto, a Portuguese goalkeeper going to Sporting from Sevilla on a free transfer. And the next player is going to be Brede Hangeland, the Norwegian centre-back officially retiring from football. And I think the reason for him, I think I heard yesterday him say that it's due to aches and pains and stuff, and he can't really contribute to the level that he really wants to. Which is fair enough, he had a decent career, especially when he was at Fulham, and he actually bossed it at one point. I was into the likes of Arsenal and stuff. Then we go on to Daniel Ayala today, signing a new contract at Middlesbrough until 2020. As has the next guy though at Watford, that's going to Neom, the Cameroonian right back, officially signing a 4-year deal to remain at Watford. So that's quite good news for both of them clubs, especially Ayala in particular. Then we go on to Eren Derdiot going to Galatasaray. The Swiss striker has joined them from Kasımpaşa, I think the name is, the Turkish club either way, for £3.4 million. His card on FIFA looks pretty damn awful, but I remember back in the day he had a few informs, I think it was in the Bundesliga. Then we go on to Will Buckley complete a loan deal to Sheffield Wednesday from Sunderland. I believe he's had a fair few clubs as of late, so I'm assuming he'll want to settle down a little bit and get his head down and play some football. Then we go on to Ezekiel Ponce today, that's a brilliant name, going to Granada from Roma on a loan deal. And now we go on to the Greek CDM, Panagiotis Tachidis. I probably said that really wrong, apologies about that. He is going to Torino from Genoa for just £1.11 million. Vadis Gija, a very decent silver card over the years, especially when I was at Anderlecht before, we had like 4-star skill with at one point as well. By the way, he was playing for Norwich, now gone to the Polish League, in particular, Legia Warsaw. Last season, I believe he was loaned out at one point as well to Rotherham in the Championship, so it's not really worked out very well whatsoever at Norwich. So this guy, some sites are saying it's a free transfer, some other sites say it's an undisclosed one, but I can't imagine it'll be too much at all. Now we got to John Flanagan, Flanny Alves, or Scouse Cafe, whatever you want to call him, going to Burnley on a season-long loan. And that is from Liverpool on a loan deal like I mentioned, so he recently signed a new deal to remain at the club. I think it's a 5-year contract as well, but he is still in Jurgen Klopp's plans. And there are two very important things regarding this loan deal for John Flanagan himself. So the first bit, he needs to get his fitness back and improve his fitness, because over the last couple of seasons, he had some really bad injuries. And the second point kind of ties into the first bit, he needs to get first-team opportunities and also minutes on the pitch. And he won't be able to get that at Liverpool at this point in time. And also, we've loaned out another player today, which is going to be Alan, a young Brazilian player. He can't actually get a work permit as of yet, so we've loaned him to the Bundesliga to Hertha Berlin. And now we go on to Paraguayan centre-back Gustavo Gomez going to AC Milan. So it's cost around €7 million or £7.23 million, depends what site you actually read, but he's joined them from CA Llanos. I've never seen him in real life, but must have quite a bit of talent about him. Then we go on to Fernando Llorente today, completing his permanent switch to Swansea City. He cost them £5 million, and I believe Swansea is still in the market for at least one more attacker, because it looks like Andre Ayew could be leaving the club, and they've also sold Pelosi and Batafimbi Gomis. He's won the World Cup in 2010 with Spain, he's won the European Championships in 2012 with Spain, 3 times champions of the Serie A with Juve, a Europa League winner, an Italian Cup winner, and 2 times Italian Super Cup winner. So definitely has bags and bags of experience and a lot of trophies to his name. And then finally we've got Papi Misan Djilabodji today going to Sunderland. And that's just 1 year after Chelsea bought him from the French league for around £2 million or so. So they made quite a decent profit on him. They also loaned him out mid-season. So, I mean, he didn't really fit in at Chelsea. Wasn't given much of a chance, to be honest. But Sunderland, £8 million. They got their very first signing of the summer, I believe. And now we go on to potential deals. And first up, Darren Fletcher, the current captain of West Brom. But it's actually to do with the club rather than him. West Brom have announced that their chairman, Jeremy Peace, has agreed to sell the club to a Chinese investment group. The group is headed by Gu Chunlei, who is a controlling shareholder in Yunyi Gokai, a Shanghai Sports Development Limited. I'm assuming they've got a lot of money about them, and on top of that, I believe Tony Pulis has said the West Brom have got a fair few transfers they want to complete, they just got to wait for this to go through. And now we're going to someone you may recognise if you're a United fan in particular. That has going to be Fabio. According to Sky sources today, Middlesbrough want to sign him. The Brazilian, who joined Cardiff from United in 2014, scored against Middlesbrough last season with what was his first goal for over 2 years. No fees we mentioned as of yet, but I'm assuming he'd probably be a backup to, I think, his friend who they currently have in that left back role. Then we go on to Scott Sinclair today, very close to joining Celtic. Aston Villa forward Scott Sinclair has arrived in Glasgow for his medical with Celtic according to Sky sources. The news of the medical came just hours after Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers refused to be joined on reports that Scott Sinclair was close to joining the Scottish Premiership champions, so it'd be a good sign for them, obviously a reunion with his former boss. And very quickly, I want to apologise if I sound really bunged up. Like the last 10 minutes or so, it's like I've got hay fever or something. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but now we get back onto the transfers. And first up, or next up, we got João Lescott. So the new Aston Villa boss Roberto Di Matteo during yesterday's press conference has confirmed to Sky Sports News he's informed João Lescott he's free to leave the club this summer. And after his form for Villa last season, honestly, that does not surprise me in the slightest, but he also added the next guy, Carlos Sanchez, is also on his way out. And Di Matteo confirmed the club were in talks with Fiorentina over the potential sale of midfielder Carlos Sanchez. And Sky Italia understand that their Serie A club had initially wanted a loan with an option to buy, but Villa are insisting on a permanent deal. No fee has been mentioned regarding Carlos Sanchez, and I'm assuming Villa's campaign to try and get back to the Premier League straight away does start today. Now we got onto Andre Ayew today, again linked to West Ham. So according to the BBC today, Swansea City are ready to sell Andre Ayew to West Ham, but want to bring in a replacement before they sign off the deal. And that is despite signing Fernando Llorente from Sevilla. So I imagine they're praying for one more striker, and apparently one of their targets is Atletico Madrid's Borja Baston. He has actually got a Tots card on FIFA, so I'm assuming he had a decent year as he was out on loan from Atletico Madrid. And also apparently Andre Ayew should be at the Juventus game on Sunday for West Ham. I very much doubt he'll be playing, but he will be probably watching from their sidelines. Now we got to David Santon today, a player that was linked to a West Ham move, but apparently now they pulled the plug on that deal. So West Ham have scrapped a loan move for David Santon after the Inter Milan defender failed the second part of a medical, according to Sky sources. Santon travelled to England earlier this week to undergo a medical after the Hammers had agreed to pay £460,000 to take him on loan for the season. This deal also had the option of making the move permanent next summer for £5 million. However, Sky Sports understand West Ham have ended their interest in the 25-year-old after he failed to pass a medical ahead of a move to the London Stadium. West Ham are looking for cover at left back after first choice Aaron Cresswell was ruled out for up to 4 months in July after suffering knee ligament injury. Sky sources also understand West Ham have had bids for Norwich's Martin Olsen and Hull's Andrew Robertson turned down. And next up we got a very highly rated Liverpool youngster Cameron Brannigan today linked to a loan move to Wigan. So according to the Liverpool Echo today, the midfielder is expected to link up with the Championship outfit this weekend. The Latics have agreed to Liverpool's 75% clause whereby clubs are penalised financially if a player loaned to them does not play a specified ratio of matches, having initially refused. And I think the reason we're doing this now is because last season we loaned Thiago Illeri to Aston Villa. I think he didn't play a single minute in the Premier League. Wigan tried signing Brannigan for £1 million very recently. We turned that down because apparently Klopp really likes him, really rates him and wants to keep him in his future plans. And Wigan are also apparently getting Conor Randall for us as well. Then we move on to another Liverpool player potentially on his way out the door, Lucas Leiva. According to Galatasaray Sporting Director today, we have agreed terms with LFC on all fronts for Lucas Leiva. There is some concern regarding Lucas's injury, but all that remains now is for Klopp to make his decision. If the deal for Lucas goes ahead, it will happen on Monday. Otherwise, we'll have to look elsewhere. And Klopp has been hinting at a couple more signs before the end of the window, and I imagine CDM and left back, they're probably high priority. And now another player is part of Liverpool's summer clear out. That's going to be Christian Benteke, the big Belgian striker. So Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has said it makes sense for Christian Benteke to leave the club, and he believes the Belgian striker has accepted this. When pressed on the issue surrounding the out-of-favour striker Benteke, Klopp said, "Everyone knows about it. Christian has already said, maybe it makes sense for him to go out to another club." Christian is still a really great striker. We have a few more strikers, I think it makes more sense to give them match time. But if there are clubs that want a real striker and they have to make a real offer, otherwise we'll find a solution. A few clubs have tried to gamble, but we're not part of this. We are serious. So that's regarding, I think it's Crystal Palace's and a few other bids for him of around 25 to 30 mil. And Paul Joyce has said that Crystal Palace, Everton, West Ham and Sunderland have all shown interest in Benteke, so I'm assuming he will be sold this summer, and again we're holding out for 30 mil. It's just whether teams actually want to match that. Now we move on to Leandro Paredes today, linked to Man City and Liverpool. According to TalkSport today, Liverpool and Man City are in a four-way battle to sign £16 million rated Leandro Paredes. Juventus and Monaco are also interested in the Roma playmaker. So his current transfer card back to Roma was actually a centre defensive mid, so I'm assuming he's playing there last season when he was out on loan. But either way, I mean £16 million is not too much in today's market, but I can't say I've ever seen him play, so I can't really comment on that one. And honestly, if he's a central attack midfielder, we don't need any more of them. And now we've gone to a big one for Leicester City. That is going to be Gabigol, Gabriel Barbosa, a player currently playing for Brazil in the Olympic Games. So according to HITC Sport today, Leicester could bid £25 million for Brazil and Santos forward Gabriel Barbosa, who is 19 years old. He's also a target at Juventus and Inter Milan. He's currently dubbed as one of the world's biggest talents right now, and he's also being compared to like some Neymar and stuff, but that's probably because he's Brazilian and young and also playing for Santos. But if they do get him, that would show some really good intent, because this guy can play striker, left wing, right wing, or a little bit deeper in a centre attacking or centre forward role. Now we move on to a player not on FIFA. That's going to be Dinamo Zagreb's Ante Coric. So, Tottenham and Everton have both contacted Dinamo Zagreb about signing playmaker Ante Coric this summer, according to Sky sources. The 19-year-old, who has already been capped twice by Croatia, has also attracted interest from clubs in Italy and Germany. Coric was part of Croatia's Euro 2016 squad and has reportedly been watched by Manchester City. And next up, we've got João Mário, a player that currently plays for Sporting in the Liga Portuguesa, but today linked to Real Madrid. Madrid and PSG have both entered the race to sign Portugal midfielder João Mário, according to Ebola. João Mário was a key part of Portugal's Euro 2016 winning squad, as performances in France have attracted interest from across the continent. His club Sporting Lisbon have already rejected offers from Inter Milan and Liverpool worth 35 million euros or 29.7 million pounds and 40 million euros, 33.9 mil. And Ebola claims Sporting may now have to fend off interest from Real Madrid and PSG, who are both keen on the midfielder. Mário had a good 2015-16 season at Sporting, and where he scored 7 goals and set up 12 more in 45 appearances. And now we move on to a player I feel honestly is kind of underappreciated at Real Madrid. That is going to be ISCO. Apparently today, according to AS, Real Madrid are looking to sell him. So the article reads that Real Madrid are ready to sell Isco if they receive a bid that meets their valuation of the midfielder. I don't know what that valuation actually is, probably anywhere like 25 to 30 million pounds, but whoever gets him has got a fantastic player. And I believe he's still only 24 years old, so he's still very young. I mean, if any Prem club gets him, fair play. Again, they've got a great player, but I think at Real Madrid, he's kind of got a lot of superstars around him, and obviously like some Modric, Toni Kroos, Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale. There's so many top class players there, he may kind of feel a little bit out of place possibly. But that is probably down to lack of game time in my opinion. Then we move on to Julian Draxler today. Apparently he's going to be fined by Wolfsburg. So Arsenal and Everton target Julian Draxler has been fined by Wolfsburg after the 22-year-old forward demanded a transfer earlier in the week, according to Bild. And that's actually the newspaper he went to speak about having a transfer away from Wolfsburg. So he didn't go directly to the club, which I find a little bit dodgy. And in all honesty, it's a really snaky thing to do, because if you want to transfer, go to the club. They can probably negotiate it with you or something, give you some terms or something like that. But going to a newspaper, making it global, I don't know, I don't agree with that. And Wolfsburg did say they're not going to sell him this summer, although imagine if a big bid comes in of £50 million plus, they would probably consider it. And the final one today is going to be to do with James Rodriguez, a player that Zinedine Zidane has also said himself is not for sale this summer, although according to Daily Star today and also Marca, an unnamed Premier League club has made a £72 million bid for Real Madrid and Colombian midfielder James Rodriguez. It was known before that apparently a club had bid £80 million, but 72 from an unnamed Premier League club. I'm trying to think who it potentially could be. It's not really any that kind of stand out to me. Unless United like got away from Pogba, I can't think of a club that have got, everyone's got the money, but not everyone needs a centre attack midfielder or a massive name at this point in time. That's kind of the point I was getting to. Although Arsenal, potentially, they don't really need a centre attack midfielder, they need a striker and a centre back, but potentially them. So guys, there's all today's potential transfers as well as the confirmed stuff at the very beginning. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. 1,500 likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you missed yesterday's video, it's down below in that description box, guys. 8 minutes transfers, and after 9 PM is the second video of the day. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.